Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we are reacting to an up-and-coming artist named Knoche who just released an album. I've been actually following this artist for a little while now, discovered him on TikTok. There's a song, Icarus, that I really liked when I heard it, but then I stopped listening to anything that he had to release until he had a full body of work that I could actually go through, which is the reason why we're having a reaction today. I know it's not one of the mainstream artists that I usually gravitate to, but this time I just wanted to share an experience with you guys and listen to one of the artists that I've been waiting for in terms of projects. So yeah, the project is called I Could Die Just Thinking of Us, and without further ado, let's jump right into it.
Oh, you and I couldn't help it. Under my breath singing Elvis.
It's funny how it actually does sound like Elvis, like a Elvis type of melody.
Baby, it's true. You took me out of the blue. Suddenly it's my favorite hue. Falling for you out of the blue.
This also sort of reminds me of Moonlight, the opening of Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande.
Baby, for you, always patient. I'll be waiting. Purple, green, out of the blue.
Now I understand, because there was a lot of marketing around the singles that had a lot of blue involved in it, which also matches the cover of the album. So now it makes a lot of sense that everything was themed blue, hence why I put everything in blue. Now this is a song I've listened to and I like it a lot.
Miss what you said last night while you were pillow talking bleach and your red flags white.
It's so funny to hear, you know, the song in the positioning of an album, the vocal effect that we had, like the radio slash like static vocal effect that we had at the beginning, was very present in the first song of the opening album, and this kind of creates a transition into like a very different type of song, but it creates like a smooth transition from one track to another as they share some common elements like creatively. So yeah, it's cool to see that, you know, thought process and happen, and like here we are actually jumping into the heart of the story after this introduction.
I wanna fly too close to the sun. Oh, I messed up my chemicals matching the gasoline. Heaven isn't high now, so I burn up in your touch.
I still like it as much as when I discovered the song. It's a really good pop song, in my opinion.
If we're meant to be apart,
Whoa.
I can't listen to Holly hurts like hell. So
Ooh.
I miss the way you were.
I love the vibrato in his voice. It's well controlled.
Tell me lies so that I can trust you. I don't need another reason to love you.
Ooh.
Roll the windows down so you feel less far. By now they probably know I'm sleeping on the...
That contrast between the UK garage beat and the sadness of the song is mesmerizing.
Come make out with somebody new. Tell me lies so that I can trust you. Shut me down so I can't run back to you. Tell me you met somebody.
Ooh.
I don't need another reason to love you.
See, it doesn't take a lot to have such a great concept in a song. It's kept simple, it's kept straightforward, which makes it easy to understand, but it's so effective. It just works so well. And it's heartfelt, it's emotional, honest, brutally honest at some point. Yeah, I really like it. I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, I hope that I liked it, but like this one actually struck a chord with me in a good way. I think that was a single, if I'm not mistaken.
I could be a domino, falling right into you. Tug on my shirt, now I can't speak. Put your hands on my body like you know me. All night, you make like If you didn't get caught, would you give in to intrusive thoughts? Break off in one night.
That's crazy how short the song is, being 2 minutes and 9 seconds. But it actually felt a lot longer than that. It felt full. It felt like a full 3-minute song. So I guess that's some sort of good sign. The song in itself, I like. It's very catchy. It's pop. I feel like there isn't a lot of like guys who do it like mainstream pop like that. There maybe is Troye Sivan. I'm trying to think of other people. Like otherwise it's like groups. Otherwise they're often different genres, but not like pop like that. It's a whole that needs to be filled in. Like it's still like there's a need in the market for that. We've had a lot of K-pop, which to a certain extent is very similar, but I feel like that's still considered a little bit different and like a lot more international. It's just I have yet to I'm guessing with Grant I am discovering somebody, but like there is such a place in the market for like a mainstream pop boy, and I think he's filling in that need for me at least. So I like this about this project and about his artistry. Ooh, a ballad.
So I tried smoking in my room the other day so I'd remember it.
I mean, that's not good, but
you say you need time to figure you out. Oh, but I'm ready. Love you right now. Please hurry. Go ahead and do what you needing to do.
ooh.
I'm so in love with you, just as you are. Please hurry.
I've noted. Hold on a minute. I've noted. What is going on? I've noticed over time that I tend to be very picky with my ballads. Like there are very specific elements that I want to feel like it really has to like pull at the strings. It really has to have that element of simplicity, that raw emotion. Basically, I have a bit of criteria. So it's not every single ballad that I'm like, oh yes, I love. But this one actually fills in a lot of those, and immediately from the first listen I'm like, this is a very good ballad. And I don't know why I'm talking with like such a vocal fry right now. Something is clearly happening to me right now, but yeah, I like it a lot.
Now I drive in silence cause I hate the way I find you in every song I hear.
Ooh, when they stop the piano.
If I try to fix you, I'm gonna drown.
Yeah.
But I'm dying to love you right now.
But not worth it.
Cause my heart is getting impatient for you. Don't go too far. Please hurry.
Aww.
Please hurry.
Ooh.
Back to my arms.
This is the type of song that I like to listen to when it's like late at night and I'm trying to fall asleep, but I can't just yet fall asleep. So I listen to like sad, calm songs. This is perfect. Oh, wow.
Last night, I cut off my feelings for you.
Ooh, switch up in the storyline.
Now you're gonna suffer in the same way that I did.
Eee.
Look at me right now. Eyes have been down.
Whoa. Oh, wow. Interesting production.
This is what karma looks like. This is what vicious looks like. Now that you're iced out.
Whoa.
This is what karma looks like.
I feel like this is the type of song that would be perfect for a sync in a movie. Like some sort of like mission type of song. Maybe more in a comedy than an actual like serious movie, but... Ooh. I love how messy and gritty it is. It's like dirty, but I like it a lot. Other than that, like it's a very quick song too, but I like it. It's a mood for a moment. It's a pure revenge type of song or sound, which after a ballad like there was before, that creates quite the storyline and the image in my mind, which I appreciate a lot.
Found out the news. You didn't even care to put your phone on mute. Why'd you have to hold me underwater, leave me starving? Missing you comes in waves Didn't know I'd be drowning in the dark, killing me with the trident through my heart.
Oh, that is so interesting.
Waves. Ever since you left, I've been tasting so.
Okay, this is the second Greek mythology reference in the album, which is really cool. There was a year, I think it was like 4th grade, that I was really into Greek mythology when I discovered it at school, and then we had projects and I was in charge of presenting Poseidon with somebody else. Anyway, that's beside the point. The concept of the song is really, really interesting. Taking this idea of like the waves and like turning it into like, you know, a comparison to the ocean, but like also reference of Poseidon. Very interesting. Second of all, that square synth in the back, that really reminds me of like video games in the 90s on the Game Boy Advance, where the music was like Pokemon music in the early games, Mario Brothers in the early games and early consoles. I don't hear a lot of like very like 8-bit sounding synths in pop music, but this is cool. This is really cool.
Missing you comes in waves. I know your talk is cheap and they're just evidence. Hold me underwater, make me want you. Missing you comes in waves.
That is really interesting.
Killing me with the trident through my heart.
It's so distinctive from everything else I've heard in recent times.
Missing you comes in.
Wow. Wow. Okay. This is probably going to be one of my favorites. Absolutely.
I saw your family's following a new guy. Is he even your type?
Ooh.
Get my prince down to a dinner for two. I see you. No tears left to fall from my eyes.
Whoa.
Can words that you're moving away. I'm adding a new one. Yeah, it's dark to lead.
Is it gonna drop?
Pressing delete.
Oh, okay.
I get dressed up, hoping you dress me.
There's nothing like a rock pop type of sound to display your anger or frustration in music.
Must have been asleep with all the shit you were projecting. I feel sorry for the next line, but there's tears left to fall from my eyes. You stained every man. Words that you're moving away.
Ooh. Wow. Wow, that dry end. Just delete. Done. Okay. I mean, I love... Okay, see, I like when projects are cohesive when it comes to sound. For sure, I like an environment that is built. But at the same time, like, this is a smart decision. This is when you take an emotion and it's like, what will it take to artistically portray that emotion? One of the ways is a type of sound. This angsty, rock sounding guitar, electric, very dry, very staticky. It just portrays like anger very, very well, or frustration, or those types of feelings. And I think that was done very intelligently. So good on you, Grant. Yeah, I'm very pleasantly surprised.
Making my hand shake when I see your face. I'm still hung up on everything you.
Where is this going?
My body won't listen. Can get you out my system.
Whoa.
To cut you off, forget it, or to give myself a.
Whoa.
It'd be easier if one of us was dead. How I was before. Listen, can get you out my system. To cut you off, forget it, or to give myself permission.
It's so funny because there was a period of time where like a couple of artists went into that direction of having that very electric rock element in their production, and I think one of them might have been like Ashley Tisdale, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, It's Alright, It's Okay, when she came out with her album Guilty Pleasure in 2009.
You told me there's no need.
Oh my god, what a throwback.
It's alright, okay. I'm so much better without you.
Anyway, there was a trend at some point where a lot of like the bands were or artists were doing that, and I haven't heard that in a minute too. So nice.
We said goodbye, but mine.
It's so weird because in the background there's a sort of How's it called? Oh, an ARP. It's really funny because in the back of like some of the parts there's like an arpeggio that's kind of playing, and it does remind me to a certain extent of Disclosure when they had like Latch come out. So I was like, maybe it's a dance type of track, but then it went the other way and I was like, ooh, I'm okay with that too. Wow. And let's end the album.
You said something is scaring you. Can we make the most out of our last night? Catch your deep brown eyes in a revolving door. We've never kissed before.
Ooh. Wow. It's such a like 2010s-ish throwback album, and it's really, really cool. Like all that era between 2007 and like 2012, 13 maybe-ish.
Do I move on when half of my heart's with you? Like wow, you send a drink to me, I spill it on the floor. Let's pretend it's not the end.
Wow.
Let's pretend it's not the end. Take it back to when we met. I just hope we don't turn into strangers. I could love you again.
Wow. I mean, that was it reminds me a little bit of Pink and her latest projects, like very much more like dance pop-ish a little bit. I think it's like What About Us or something like that. But I'm a sucker for melancholy. Anytime that it's like an upbeat but sad song, count me in. Like I'm already sold. There's something about it that's like so liberating but sad, but like in your feelings, but being okay with those feelings. And the writing of it was really, really nice too, like the lyrics and the idea behind it and how it ends the album. Listen, the only little mini thing that I would like to hear is like vocally maybe some sort of like climax. That sounds awful what I'm saying right now, but like some sort of like big note, because the melodies were amazing. It was cool to have all the vocal effects and like how the voice was edited, but it would have been like, it would have just put the cherry on the sundae if there was like one big note that could have like, you know, closed out the song, or, you know, maybe even at different moments like in the album, like could have been cool to have that vocal like depth, that texture of just like a big like dramatic note. That's my only critique. Otherwise, it was really a fun project. This was my reaction to I Could Die Just Thinking of Us by Grant Knoche. I think that's I hesitate every single time I say his name. Grant Knoche. I think that's how it is. And please feel free to correct me in the comments if I do say it wrong, because you guys are not embarrassed to tell me when I make a mistake. I honestly had an amazing time listening to this album. There are so many of them that I want to go back to. Almost like the entire album, to be honest with you. It does fulfill that need for that pop mainstream boy in pop music. Finally, I feel like this is what I've been looking for a while now, that I'm like, I don't see that part of the market being, you know, there's a gap. There's a gap in the market for this right now, and hopefully this is only the beginning and his career gets to expand and, you know, climb and have the results that he wants to have. But yeah, I truly appreciated this project, and I hope you guys did as well. As per usual, leave your comments in, well, the comment section below, and don't forget to give a like and subscribe. And I completely forgot. Whoa, I was about to miss this step completely. This is my list of the songs I prefer the most to the ones I prefer the least, although there's probably not any songs that I didn't really like to begin with. And let me know what you think in the comments. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.